Hello! And it looks like we're on a spring day today. I can hear the birds tweeting and the sun is shining, and I think we will soon be back together. This video is the second part of Hokey Cokey. Hopefully you've watched the first part. If you haven't watched the first part, I wouldn't do this one yet because I think it'll be too difficult. So watch the first part and then get used to fingers because that's a new thing, and then come back to us here and try it with the bow, which is what we're going to do today. So we're just going to remind ourselves about fingers, and I want you to make a pair of goggles for me. And then pull your fingers away from your eyes, take your goggles off, and check that you've got circles. So I don't want any bird beaks. No bird beaks, we want circles. This is your first finger, this is your second finger, third finger, fourth finger. So try that with me, starting with the first finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it backwards, starting with the fourth finger. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, keeping those circles. Now that, if you were to play 1, 2, 3 on the D string, it will look like this. So there's your D string. One finger, looks like that on the bottom line, and it's one note up from D. Two fingers looks like this, and it's two notes up from D. And three fingers lives on the second line there, and it is three notes up from D. So you've got D, and E, F, G. Okay, D, E, F, G. So these are all new notes for you. So let's try that with the violin. Okay, now you may have stickers. Do you remember me saying this before? This is a violin that has stickers. Right, and if you have a sticker, well, it might be a circle, that's fine. Your first finger is the one nearest the pegs. Second finger is next to that. Third finger is close next to that, can you see? And that would be your fourth finger, and you don't have to worry about that yet. And this is for a harmonic, which we'll have fun with another time. So these are the three stickers. You might have one, you might have two, you might have all three, or you might be like me and have none at all, which is fine because you can use your ears, okay? And it's very good to do that anyway. So let's put the violin up on our shoulders. So start in rest position. You know the drill now, you can probably say it better than me. Snappy crocodile, into the water, snap, stop the traffic, turn it up onto your head, slide it down your cheek, bring it onto your shoulder and move your head to look down the runway. Fingerboard. Now, let's just move our hands up and down the violin. Okay, so slowly, you're going to move it all the way down to the pegs and all the way up to the top. You want to bring your thumb with you. So if I turn around so you can see, excuse me, thumb is moving too, so we don't want this. Yep. We want a nice loose thumb. The other thing we want, is very important, is we don't want frying pans. Okay, we want a nice soft wrist here. And so if I was pouring water into your hand, which would be very naughty because it would ruin the violin, if I was pouring in your wrist just like that, it's going to all gather up here in like a rock pool. If you push your wrist down, the water will trickle all the way down to your elbow. Okay, so I want you to be able to let that water trickle down. Right, we're going to try and play on the D string. So you're in position. I would like you to put your first finger down on the D string. Now if you've got a sticker, put it on the sticker. Make sure you've got a nice curvy finger so we're not trying to come at it from underneath the violin. 1, then put 2 down, so there's a gap between 1 and 2, and then put 3 down right next to 2. Just snuggle the 3 right up to number 2. Okay, let's take them off one at a time. So take 3 off, take 2 off, take 1 off. Right, we're going to try plucking those. So we're going to pluck D. Try that. Put 1 finger down on D, and I'm going to pluck that. You try it. Put 2 fingers down on D. I'm going to pluck that. You try it. And now 3 fingers down on D. You try it. Now we're going to go backwards. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1, D. You can pause the video if you want to have a few goes at that. Okay, but that is what we are playing. If we go back to this screen, you're playing 3, 2, 1, D. So let's play it again. Let's play D, 1, 2, 3. So violins up on your shoulder. And first of all we go D. Then 1 on D. Then 2 on D. And 3 on D. Try it again. Well done. If you're having any problems, these are the things that sometimes go wrong. Sometimes people think that the sticker is only for one string, but actually the sticker will be for all 4 strings. So your sticker might be under the E string and you'll be trying to play that and it won't sound right. Just move your finger over to the D string in the same position. The other thing that can sometimes go wrong is you're doing everything right with your left hand, but your right hand has accidentally plucked in the wrong string, like this. Okay, that happens a lot when you're getting used to it for the first time. So just check that your right hand is actually plucking the D string. Now, I want to show you the Hokey Cokey, and we'll see if we can recognise any of these notes. I'll let you have one more look at them. See if you can recognise any of these notes in our piece, the Hokey Cokey. So having a look at the Hokey Cokey, and this is how it's written out in music, maybe you want to look at the bottom line first. So let's have a look at this bottom line. So there, can you see any of the notes that we just played with our fingers on D? I bet some of you have got it. So this note here is our D string. So that's no fingers on the D string. Same note again. Then we get to put our 1 on the D string, which is E. And then we get to put our 2 on the D string, which is F. F sharp here. I'll talk about that another time. And then we finally get to put our 3 on the D string. Do you know what these are? I hope you're all shouting at the camera. They are rests. Okay. Do you know how long each of these notes are? And I bet some of you do. They are 1 beat each, and we used to call them tar. Remember when we used to go tar, ti, ti, ticka, ticka, tar, ti, ti, ticka, ticka. Do you remember that? So these are all tars. So it's going to go like this. D, D, 1, 2, 3. So almost exactly the same as what you just played. So put your violin up onto your shoulder, get it comfortable under your chin, get your fingers, slide your hand down the runway towards the end of the violin, and just place your first finger on the D string and then check it's on the sticker and lift it off again, ready to go down. So we'll try and play that bottom line. I'll do it first. You try it. I'll try it again. You try it again. Very good. I'm sure you've done that very well. Let's go up to the top line now. Who can tell me what finger they think this note is? We're all the same on the top line. And you might have guessed, because it's the same as this note, that it is the 3rd finger on the D string. Okay? The whole piece is on the D string, actually. We're only on the D string. So this would go 3, 3, 3, sh, 3, 3, 3, sh. Should we try playing that? Put your violin up. 1, 2, 3 fingers down. Get your crab pincers over the violin, and we're going to play the top line. I'll do it first. Now you try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you get that? Again, if you didn't, the beauty of the video is you can pause it and have a few goes if you need to. Let's look at the next line. We've got the same note again. Can you see? I know that because it's on the second line up, just like this note was, and that one, and that one. So hopefully you're working out that this is a third finger on D as well. This is 3. But this time we've got 4 of them. There's no rest there. So we have to go 3, 3, 3, 3. And then we have to take off our third finger and just play our second finger, which is 2, 2, 2, sh. So that's going to sound like this. I put one finger down, 2, 3. So I'm ready to go. Bring my right hand over to the D string. Off I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You going to try that with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you remember the rest? This one here at the end. So we've got the next line. Now, have you seen this note before? Yes, you have. You all shout at me. I've just played it. It's up here. Okay, so we stay with our second finger, which is on the D string, and we play 1, 2, 3 beats, and then we have a rest, and then we do that again. So let's just play that. I'll play it first, then you can join in. So after this is the third line now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try the third line again. So we're on this line here. We're playing 2 on the D. So violin under your shoulder. You're going to play this with me. You're going to put first finger down, second finger down. Make sure there's a gap between the two of them. And then you bring your other hand over to the D string. And after 4, we're going to play that line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Let's go straight to the bottom line because I think you're going to get this very quickly. So the bottom line starts with no fingers. So you have to take all the fingers off, but they don't go on holiday. They have to stay ready to go down because we need them back soon. So it's going to go D, D, 1, 2, 3. I'll do that again. D, D, 1, 2, 3. Do you want to try that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pop your violin down. We're going to sing this with the finger numbers. So we're going to sing it, and we're going to sing with our fingers up, without the violin. So have your left hand up, and you're going to play, get ready to play 3, because that's the first note of this. Are you ready? Into position. Singing numbers. Here we go. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, D, D, 1, 2, 3. Good. I don't think you need to hear me singing that again, do you? Right, we are going to try that with the bow. Okay, so let's pick the bow up. Let's have a look at your bow hold because I haven't seen you for ages. So bow is in your right hand, fingers are curved. What else do you need? I'm sure you can all see, you're probably shouting bendy thumb. You've got to bend your thumb, okay, and not that way, it's bending that way. Okay, so turn it back again, rest it on the shelf. See how these fingers are all bent? There's nothing stiff. There's nobody pointing at anybody. Little finger. Can you tap your stick with the little finger? Like that? Good. And I bet you want to have a little stir of the magic pot. So, stir the magic pot. Stir the magic pot. What shall we put in the pot today? What shall we put in the pot today? And I know you'll all be sitting there thinking of really lovely, tasty things you can put in my pot for me to eat. Now I'm getting worried. Let's do a bigger pot. Stir the magic pot. Stir the magic pot. What shall we put in the pot today? What shall we put in the pot today? And you're going to put even more lovely ingredients in there for me. I know none of you would put anything horrible in there like frog's legs or somebody's brain, something like that. It'd be awful. You'd never do anything like that, would you? Okay, right, I think it's time to try and play the Hokey Cokey with the bow. Right, we're going to play with the bow and let's get ourselves in position. So onto your shoulder, looking down the runway. Now slide your hand back, and just as a warm-up we're going to play 2 Ds. Off you go. Then we're going to put our first finger down and play a first finger. Try that. Then second. Then third. Then we're going to put them all together. Listen first. You try that. 3, 4. One more go. 3, 4. Right, you're going to copy me now. I'm going to play the first line of the Hokey Cokey. It starts with 3 on D. Now you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now I'm going to play the second line. I'll play it first, then you can join in. So join in with me. 3 fingers down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to do the third line, which is staying with the second finger on D. Listen first. So it's your turn now after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we'll play the last line. You've already done it once, so I'll play it first. Now it's your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did that go? Should we try it with the music? It's a little bit faster, but if you want to play it a few more times slowly, just pause the video and practice it slowly. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, you ready to go? Put 1 finger on the D, 2 fingers on the D, 3 fingers on the D. Check you haven't got a frying pan. Check you've got a nice waterfall. Place your bow on the D string, ready to go. And I'll press play. Good luck, chaps. we're back in rest position. Well done. If you can manage that, you're doing really well, and you're keeping right up to date with where you would be if we were having lessons face to face. Remember, practice makes perfect. 10 minutes a day and you'll notice a huge difference. Hopefully we will be back together soon, and tune in for more videos. Bye bye.